Much appreciated.
Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. At last! I thought we'd never find one.
Our collection grows.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh? Did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. How dare you!
This bodes ill. A Cyclops drawn near!
I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
This way.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
You're made of.
refuse to accept this.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Some of us don't.
There are you. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Have you heard the rumors? The residents of a small village to the north are said to have perished overnight. There was no warning, no apparent cause, but one morning they were all... Of course, such rumors are best taken with a grain of salt. Some peddler might...
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Many thanks to you.
Well, it takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the Jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I hope Sir Opal shall lead a life free of cares, now that we have released him from his shackles.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this Jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
Your mornings get earlier as your bones.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must needs concentrate. What's this for, then? That shan't get you anywhere, I'm afraid. Sir Everard's paid me quite a sum to handle this appraisal, I don't mind telling you. You're a persistent one, aren't you? Gold's all well and good, but I shan't risk my business for a full pocket. I've my future to think of. Heavens fend! That's more than I can refuse. Very well, I'll do as you bid, but I shan't be making a habit of this.
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
True to his word, Sir Everard has paid us handsomely for the orb, and plentiful coin is always welcome on our journey.
I like that.
This outcome was unknown to me. I had not thought it possible. 'Tis not what I expected.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I swear I've never slept better.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet. There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Off with you.
Pray, give me no more grief.
mind going to go exploring.
But not at the expense of my duty, my bed nights.
Under the stars.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll
Leave this place at once. You have...
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle. Let us take care when and how we put them to use. Then I shall remain by your side.
I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest.
Finally, some peace and quiet. I've never slept better.
That was close.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
I keep feeling eyes in the back of my head.
your own skin. It's this way.
So stiff after a
But not at the expense of
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride.
All this drudgery is beneath me. I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
This ox cart's bound for I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Go for! Come on! Try me!
This spell will empower you with elemental magic. Good work!
The Arisen has been put to sleep. Quickly, Arisen. We must engage.
A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I see life as a journey.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Greatly appreciate the coin or two to soak my throat with a mug of ale. This really is free. Now, listen close. Today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone, for every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Well, we've used more places.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone, for every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain, should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain, should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply.
Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
You! Huh. Huh. This looks like trouble.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Time to find me a mark.
Let's take it easy.
Where to make some quick call.
They're acting up. You!
This armor's seen better days.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Huh. Huh. You! You!
Too early for dinner.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold.
Tranquil places such as
You!
Fancy a look at my wares?
This...
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get the...
With this, my magics are yours to wield.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. Report to me if aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
Do not test me.
That is all I have to report.
Market I go.
I'd sooner stay out of back where it's possible. We shall see how bold you are.
This looks as good a place as
Time's hard. Barely scraping by with some other girls. To each their own, as they say.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Have a look. Loyalty's just another way to save your own soul.
There'll be a few heavy curses today.
Absolutely. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost... hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. Peruse at your leisure.
Can't put a price on.
No dawdling. The Arisen calls. Understood.
All this walking has made my legs ache with fright. I'll have nightmares if I let myself follow very much.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where, but mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will here. This should suffice to help you. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure. Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, mine's many thanks. I appreciate the bit. Well met, son.
They say it seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on that. 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you...
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Townspeople depend on me.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
How did I end up in this miserable place?